Is the grand jury system biased? Have you ever wondered how fair the grand jury system really is? This system plays a key role in deciding if someone should face trial. However, it has faced criticism for potential bias. One major concern is the influence that prosecutors have over the grand jury process. Prosecutors lead the investigation and control what evidence is presented. They can even choose to withhold evidence that might help the defendant. This can lead to grand juries indicting individuals more easily than they would in a truly impartial setting. Another issue is the secrecy surrounding grand jury proceedings. This lack of transparency can reduce accountability for both the jurors and the public. Critics argue that grand juries often do not reflect the community they serve. They may be made up of older, wealthier, and more educated individuals. This can skew the perspectives of the jury away from a more diverse cross-section of society. From a libertarian viewpoint, the grand jury is meant to act as a safeguard against government overreach. Historically, it was designed to ensure that ordinary citizens, not just government officials, decide whether charges should go forward. However, the modern practice often limits this independence. With prosecutors dominating the process, the grand jury's ability to check unjust government actions is weakened. Libertarians believe that the grand jury should protect individual rights and civil liberties. They argue that jurors should have the power to refuse to indict if they believe the law is unjust. This practice, known as jury nullification, allows jurors to act independently. Restoring this power would give citizens a meaningful role in preventing government abuse. To address these concerns, libertarians suggest several reforms to the grand jury system. First, grand jurors should have access to all evidence, including that which favors the defendant. Second, defendants should be allowed legal representation during grand jury proceedings. Third, increasing transparency and accountability in the process is essential. Fourth, broadening the demographic representation of grand juries can help them better reflect the community. Finally, it is important to reinvigorate the grand jury's role as a check on prosecutorial power. Without these changes, the grand jury system risks being biased toward government interests. This situation conflicts with libertarian ideals of limiting government intrusion and protecting civil liberties. By addressing these issues, we can work toward a more balanced and fair grand jury system.